Hello everybody, my name is Super SP and welcome back to another stream. Today we're back with some more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. In the last episode, we just finished the investigation for Angie and found out that Tenko was actually also killed when we were trying to do the seance. And we did most of the class trial. We got to the intermission and then I stopped the stream and now we're back here. Literally nothing else has happened.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
I still think it was him.
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit.
Oh, we going to debate scrum?
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, is not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko.
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived, we can't give up, for the sake of everyone who died.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah, even if Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
Your opinions are empty.
I know where to fire.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not? Of 3 empty rooms.
Why did you select the middle? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped.
I agree with that.
I agree.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What?
Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive!
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
Your soul,
What?
bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic. Well, that's one possibility.
It's
But I
Kyo.
think it might have been something else.
It's Kyo. Because he was specific about don't step on the circle. Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? That's it. That must be the reason.
This is it!
Yeah.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle.
I feel like we're focusing too much on Tenko's death and not on Angie's. Because Angie's is the one that matters.
The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
That's right. If that's the case, then the culprit. There's no doubt in my mind. They're the one who killed Tenko. Person, opportunity, and the motive. Yes! You!
It has to be you!
The one time I'm right on deciding
Kyo.
something.
Was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo?
Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle. The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick.
And it only could have been you who put the sickle there.
But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, The circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
Please stop.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
I see. That
Because he
is
memorized the circle.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
how can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
The culprit stepped on the exact floorboard, even in the darkness. But how? How did they move around in total darkness? On that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although even after I put the candle, I could not move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't even have to see it all. They used...
That's it!
I was about to say Sixth Sense because he memorized it, but...
The culprit used touch. They didn't see. They felt.
That way could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right?
Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. In the scene, I know it. Huh. Let's go with circle? No. G. M. Making circle? Under scan. Magic? Circle. R's. There we go. RC. E. There we go. He memorized it.
That's it! The magic circle! They used the magic circle! Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
You're talking about the magic circle in the document. that doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check? Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
See, another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
He's got a photographic memory or whatever.
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Whee!
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Mew add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
I'm concerned.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Image recording?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I'll give it a try. Ready?
From your mouth?
I've also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
Rick only took the paper from Kibo's mouth. So, this is the magic circle used for the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Notice anything? Well, duh.
There!
Even I remembered that they were linked to the corners.
This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kiyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears
Liar.
in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my thanks? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health. Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
What are you? You're not. Yeah, she was right. During one of her backgrounds, she said she was not human. You are not human. You are some weird being. What?
You're what? Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality. Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's beauty, so...
Couldn't you just use some disposable cameras?
See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares. Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kiyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
I guess there's his objection.
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object. To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Unimportant?
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me. If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that
Oh.
are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle was Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
There we go.
I'll cut through your words.
See, that's what I thought about earlier, that he put it there underneath the thing.
The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
Okay. Did he? Yeah, he did interrupt me.
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
Why are you talking like that?
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in the class trial.
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma at... How was I...
Oh.
How was I to know had I known?
Wait.
I certainly wouldn't have killed Ten.
After both bodies were found, yes. How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Nuts to that. Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
The culprit's one of you. Wow,
The culprit's one of
argument is getting intense. At times like this, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Why were you waiting for it?
Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Here we go.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Kyo, anyone could have entered my lab.
Wait, what?
Katana was found in Kyo's lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo, not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death.
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together. If we vote now, we'll never know the truth. We have to defend that point. I like how Kokichi's actually on our team now.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Kyo, anyone could have entered my lab.
Dang it!
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo, anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new...
Kyo, not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery.
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Okay.
He forced his way into
We're consistent. Okay.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
Forced his way into Angie's research.
Got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo, anyone could have entered my lab.
I really like this part. This
So
this
Kyo
game.
did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo, not possible. That rule was added after
This
both
music is great
murders.
too.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve. It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
It's the outlying piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. Okay. Dried blood.
This is it! The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's blood?
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because...
That's it!
Yeah. Pretty obvious.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
That should make it clear whose blood it was.
That's it! That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true, or...
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room.
Book Monokuma prepared as a motive. The Necronom... Oops. Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. And the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn the Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait for a while. You should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. Ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely.
Room instead!
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go to an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
To burn the book?
Except for candles.
She wanted it.
Yeah, to burn the book.
Great. That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
No.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Sorry, I was just reading the top part. How much you know about resurrection rituals? Hi, I'm an expert. That's why I wrote this handy manual. It's so easy, anyone can do it. Even a monkey, even a bear. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
That's why there was dried blood underfloor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that is fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab? Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
That's why she was hit in the
I
head.
think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room.
Yeah.
She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
It means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. I'm on a Kuma file. She didn't die in the empty room. Why was she attacked twice? What? What? What is the proof Angie is still alive after being attacked? Forehead injury.
This is it!
That's what I meant. That's why I
fatal
picked the
wound was a
Monokuma
cut to
file.
the back of her neck from a katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear? What are you? All clear?
Did you kill Angie too?
What are you all? You what? What are? I will not fear. I will not back down.
Nani?
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself. Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Does he have multiple personality disorder?
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all. It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog! Nothing is clear at all!
What are you... What?
Angie was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
It's no delusion. Angie's two external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body, and not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains.
No, that's true. RIP.
I was wrong!
Why did he
You
sound
say
like
the
that?
culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wiped them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
Here we go.
I'll cut through your words. There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt, and ended up under her body.
It must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie. It's to be you!
I mean,
You, Kyo! You killed Angie!
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think killing Tenko gave him away more.
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Angie's was.
Huh? Which one?
It's an accident.
That's it!
Because he was setting up
Angie's murder was an accident.
the other one.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then we should have just stopped there. Tenko killed Angie. There was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio. Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces.
This is weird.
Lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
This is really weird.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them. So you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Korekio. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence? There's no evidence that he killed Angie?
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know that weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. Good, because I don't know what it is.
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong.
Oops.
I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I... Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Yes. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Ooh.
Apologize. 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 I told you
Rip.
I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
I can't ever tell when it...
Apologize. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a... You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
It ends here!
There we go. Why is he in that position?
Kyo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Kyo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
Geez, such a long scream.
I believe that while Kyo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold-cocked her with the floorboard.
all you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
So it's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi, I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house!
Ichi, please. Put an end to this. For Angie and Tanko's sake. End this class trial.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time. Kia, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Here we go. Who was the culprit? Who was the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Okay. There we go. Starting Himiko Bryant. There we go. Go. Sickle place to kill. Okay. Rip Kaede. There we go. That one wasn't.
This is the truth of the case.
That one wasn't too hard. I'll believe this on auto because I don't really say anything through these.
First murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned.
Okay, it's too slow. Never mind, I'll just click X.
To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan, but now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head. The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons for this: to overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere, and the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door. Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside. Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder. To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance. Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle. Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Cage Child song. When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium, but our culprit had another plan: to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body. And while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room. Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark. However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle. But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're... That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
It does.
Sweet Corregio, there are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes. is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
What?
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this cookie bastard and be done with this already!
Roger that! One vote time! Coming up!
The heart racing excitement as...
The heart racing excitement!
As Blackened and the Spotless finally face off!
It's voting time!
Oof. Who do I vote for? Kaede. Okay, I wasn't sure. I wonder what would happen if I voted for someone else.
It seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Nice. At least you didn't vote for me.
Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice?
I don't get why he
or
says
the
this.
dreadfully wrong one?
Because it clearly shows that he was the murderer. We did it. Finally. Seriously, you're correct again. Amazing. This is the third correct verdict in a row. If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. How's this gonna last that long?
For now.
It's finally over.
No.
Not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Kyo, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tenko?
Right.
He no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have.
Oh?
Motive?
Hey!
Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey!
Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, like Kaito?
Shut up!
I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it? Because we're friends, I'll tell you, I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such silly thing as that.
What?
So it has nothing to do with the motive?
Yeah?
Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
There is someone that I love.
From the bottom of my heart, someone so dear, someone I long for.
I love her with all my heart, and she loves me with all her heart. Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate.
Nice butt.
None can come between us.
Just gotta
We are
say
bound
that.
by an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
What?
Bragging about your perfect life? Fuck you. Some of us aren't that lucky. So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape.
Don't tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tenko? But why did you need to kill both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. Inside?
Wait!
Don't look at me. I'm not his lover.
Yeah.
Calm down. I wouldn't want a disgusting shit-stuffed bitch like you anyway.
Kersploosh!
What the? Why are you? Kersploosh. Kyo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Hey,
Is it really one of us? When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy.
You see,
I mean inside me.
sister.
Okay. Yes, the one I love lives inside me. My dearest sister. Sister?
Wait!
Don't look at me. Shut the fuck up.
Right?
Well, duh. If you were a sister, he would have killed you. He would have killed himself already.
Wait,
Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
Whatever is the matter?
It is not that difficult. My sister is my lover. That's gross.
I loved her so deeply. And she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us.
My god.
They called it forbidden love. But none could stop the love we shared. Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth. The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth.
Please stop speaking.
For my beloved sister.
That is why, for my beloved sister, I had to.
Always messing
You had to
around.
escape from here, right?
No.
I had to kill for her.
Huh?
What?
Sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
Even if I could tell her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends for my dear deceased sister. Deceased?
do you understand?
My sister is now a ghost, so her friends should be ghosts too, right?
For my beloved sister.
For sister's sake, I've killed many to send her 100 friends. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sister's friends.
Huh?
What?
Incomprehensible.
This is too impossible to understand. Too impossible.
Sister.
Sister is very happy.
Yes.
Kyo, I am very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely.
what?
Could it be that the lipstick version of Kyo is...
I am Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little brother.
What?
What the hell?
Yes.
After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught, I nearly went mad. But sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely.
Korekio.
That is wonderful, Korekio. Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick.
Well, now.
You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here.
What was that?
Seems like he was already crazy before he got here.
Because
Whoa, what was that? You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sister's friends.
Huh?
Only girls? I see. So when we were deciding on who would be the medium... Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. You said it would work best with a girl. I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Mew, they were all worthy. All worthy of being sisters' friends. All worthy?
Why you?
How come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care.
Then...
The second victim could have been me. Tenko died in place of me. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone to go but me that Angie's spirit would go in. No, I'll do it.
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made a perfect friend for my sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko.
Huh?
Infiltrate? Really?
But
How did you... It was obvious to me. I have studied many people. She stood up...
This be?
Okay. Yes, she stood up against the darkness of the school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko.
Well,
Though, I was planning on having you become sister's friend too, eventually.
No way!
You do that all for... Wow, you did that all just to kill? For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child, so you could use it to kill someone, right?
let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course, but there was more than that.
For my beloved sister.
I wanted to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overwhelming feeling.
are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay? You look kind of pale. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However,
But Angie walking in on me preparing, and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else too. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister.
Correctio.
Correcchio, you're such a thoughtful little brother. But it was bad to get greedy.
oh dear.
You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those were circumstances of Correcchio's crime. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister?
But how?
That wrong. That's so wrong. Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
Even though I'm a ghost now, I'm always by Correcchio's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. I love you. Cut it out already.
What was that?
I don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing's making sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tinko have to die for something so unfair?
Well...
Because death is unfair.
And another...
All deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Because everyone likes unfair deaths.
Maybe.
Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. What's with, like, Kyo, like, popping up for a second and disappearing? Man, if people were watching this, they would get a kick out of it. If people were watching this?
Shut up!
Knock off the bullshit. Only sick fucks would enjoy watching this.
You got me!
Hell yeah. If I wasn't in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching.
So then,
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
sister.
I think I shall go and see sister now, my beloved sister.
Sister.
I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
Correcchio.
It's alright, sweet Correcchio. Come to me.
Oh.
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started!
It's punishment time!
It's the moment you've all been waiting for! Punishment time!
Huh?
Punishment time.
Sister.
My beloved sister, at long last, I'll finally get to see you again.
That's right.
Yes, from now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from another. Wait, I can't accept this.
Therefore,
Like I said, there's no such thing as death that can be accepted.
from an anthropological point
Why do you think so many different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease?
yes.
The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with death also determines how you live, yes?
What was that?
What? That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that faces death?
Now then,
I've prepared a
very special punishment.
for the ultimate anthropologist. I don't remember how to pronounce
I
it.
shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over you.
That's right.
It won't be just me and Kirkyu. I don't remember. All those who died will be watching. I'll be watching to see how you face your death as your friends.
Humanity's
I'll be watching forever and ever.
It's punishment time!
Alright, let's see how this plays out. Reach for the star. I'm guilty. Time for punishment. What the heck? Cultural melting pot. Being boiled alive. Ooh, he's bleeding from his eyes. This is so weird. Oh, wow. So why did Monodom run into the fire? He had that red glint in his eyes. What?
Gory!
Monodom, why? What the? To think my cute child would commit suicide. It's so cute. It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself because he couldn't get along. Okay. Monodom committed suicide. Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. Only reason Monodom would obsess over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right!
The other Monocups drove him to suicide, but not me.
Hey!
Who's Monodom?
Eh?
You already forgot? That's kinda scary.
Well now.
Looks like another class trial, wrapped up without an incident, so... I'm gonna take back this here Necromonicon. Seems like a waste though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys should have brought back someone to life and added them to your roster. Shut up. How long are you gonna keep talking like that?
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were gonna use it, you should have let me have it. Then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? Oops. I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually. Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's just been the two of us this whole time.
Oh yeah!
It's too bad that you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long, farewell!
Even now he still talks about raising the dead.
Always
This is
messing
stupid.
around.
What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead.
Of course!
The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up. Leave me alone.
But
There's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but there isn't after all. Not in this academy. Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? Face it together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Going to do his
Then
best.
going to do his best to keep everyone safe. Going to want to protect everyone. Your talent is entomology. I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh?
Okay,
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent. Huh?
that's right.
It may not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. Maki. I see. I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling as a killer shows? Don't underestimate her. Maki rolls one of my
You
sidekicks.
got a minute?
I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Roll? You guys are so close now. This must be a powerful bond of friendship. But I would have preferred it to happen sooner, especially not after losing 7 people. You're right. Only 9 people left now. Well, what do you know? The dumbasses can do basic math. That's right, 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away and only 9 remain.
actually,
By that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But,
Just 9 of us.
Well, you know.
Humans are like weeds. Too numerous to count, 7 of us dead doesn't mean much in the end. That's totally what the heartless robot is thinking, right? Right? No, I am not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply excusable.
But you know,
Inexcusable. But hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on a god, spirits, or the dead.
I believe in you.
Just you guys. I believe in all of you.
okay.
Kaito,
Well, of course.
you're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey,
Hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone in the whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept.
how exciting!
Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength, got it?
No way!
I have never heard such an intense form of apology. It seems like everything is settled for now. Even though we're missing her.
You alright?
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gonta can do to help? You can tell Gonta.
Hey!
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her.
Okay.
I remember how I felt.
Oh.
Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko is such a liar.
Huh?
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will if the world was just comprised with just the truth. But even then, I don't know if it's good to lie to yourself, you know?
right?
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit.
Nuh-uh.
I only said this because I thought about it.
Because?
Himiko has been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey!
What are you repressing? Why are you trying so hard to hold back? What? Hold back? Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So, if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something you can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. Tenko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. But I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you. Himiko.
Damn it.
Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she were releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began to cry. The tears we shed, I can't even describe. We were crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love, tears filled with emotion. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However,
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
No, she fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think? Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me? You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking ya!
what?
There's no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaito had stopped in his tracks. Kaito, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead.
Huh?
Are you sure?
Well,
Wait, don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. You worried about me? Yeah, worried about your stupidity. Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But
Maybe not. But I feel like the walls we had are up or coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. It seemed like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
'Cause of me.
Okay.
Maybe, but you sound like you're bragging, Kaito. But like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You can go on without me.
okay.
Sure, got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
See you tomorrow. After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito. Are you dying?
Damn it. I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet. Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
Nine left. Danganronpa. Mysterious Musk. Yes, I would like to save. New save data. Alright, here we go. A few days ago.
Hey there. Guess I don't have to introduce myself, huh? I get that this is probably pretty confusing seeing yourself like this. Guess I should start from the beginning. That's the way it is. Now, Monokuma probably already told you this, but just in case, this killing game will continue until there are only 2 people left. Now, the important part of that rule is that... Oh, there is one more thing. Well, the truth is, this isn't your first. Anyone who finds out who you are is gonna come for you. So watch your back. Trust no one. And never forget...
Why are you getting closer?
You wanted this killing game. So you have to win, no matter what. No matter what.
Okay, what was that? morning after the third class trial. After waking up from Monokuma's announcement, I headed to the dining hall as always. Where's Gonta? Good morning, everyone. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. There's a dark mood in the air of the dining hall today. That's to be expected with what we've been through. In a situation like this, I don't see how we could all possibly stay enthusiastic. Well, with two exceptions.
Yo!
What's wrong, bro? You're not gonna eat? If you don't eat, then Gonta will eat you instead, Shuichi. He'll eat me? Don't you mean my breakfast?
You know...
Speaking of Gonta, where is he? I haven't seen him this morning. He's not here yet? He's probably still asleep. This atmosphere is heavy. Everyone's really taking a mental beating.
Hey!
You guys have no energy. You need to look alive. You're still all teenagers.
Huh?
Himiko?
Okay.
Your good mornings are too quiet. It's because you're so quiet that you feel down.
Hey!
I didn't mean you should sigh louder.
Weirdo.
Weird. I thought you'd be the most depressed out of all of us. Of course I'm depressed. This is the most depressed I've been in all my 200 million years.
What is this?
200 million years?
But...
Being depressed won't help those who died rest in peace. Tenko and Angie too. If I stay depressed, they won't be able to rest in their peace either.
Okay.
So in order to make their deaths have meaning, I've decided to live my life with positivity. So anyway, please take care of the new me.
Come on, man.
You're out of breath already? You're going full speed right out of the gate.
Yeah.
But it's just like Himiko said. Those of us left need to look to the future and live for the others, for all the others' sake.
Right?
Let's cheer up and work hard. This game is just getting interesting.
Huh?
Game?
Oh?
Isn't that what we're talking about? But now that there's less people, I might be the next victim.
Wow.
So exciting. But I definitely don't want to die. Well, I guess that's the same for everyone else.
Always messing around.
You're still saying crap like that at a time like... Just then the door of the dining hall burst open again. Is it what I think it is? Going tough with the...
This big
Everyone,
problem.
this serious.
No.
The colossal high school girl is on the other side of the wall, isn't she?
Oh,
Maybe not that serious, but going to Winter Courtyard before coming here.
Could it be?
The graffiti. Was more added to it? More letters added.
Huh?
The sword? What? Not sure what it's trying to spell. The swords? Or maybe this word?
Wait.
What about the world? What does it mean? Is there some crazy story going on? It's probably just graffiti, right? We should just ignore it.
No.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Do you want to die?
Why?
Huh?
What? Right, it's just a habit of hers, but my heart skips a beat every time.
Because.
No one here takes credit for it, right? But now there's more added to it. This must have some meaning.
You know...
So seriously, none of us here wrote it? If this is a prank, you better speak up. But Gonta stumbled onto the writing by coincidence, right? If it was a prank, then they would have done it in a more obvious spot, not in the grass. There's nothing more depressing than an unnoticed prank.
Oh, I see.
It's like a titty no one wants to fondle. Well, it could just be Gonta writing it, since he was the first one to find it.
Gonta never do that.
Gonta never make trouble for everyone. It ungentlemanly. What is that writing? This world is mine. Something. More and more gets added. Who's doing it? What does it mean? Give me a second. I need to check something. I think it says, "This world is mine, Kokichi Oma." That's what I think it says. Well, I don't really get it, but maybe it's some kind of clue.
Well done.
Thanks for the report, Gonta. Gonta just glad to help.
Oh yeah.
Gonta want to help even a little. Tell Gonta if you need help with something, okay?
Okay.
Got it. I'll let you know if I want you to punch someone.
Wait,
You don't get to tell Gonta what to do anymore.
Gonta.
Gonta learned lesson after insect meet and greet.
Man.
Boring. Oh boy! Oh ho! My ears are burning! Are you guys talking about me again? You must love me! Are you getting dizzy from the face I make when I concentrate really hard?
Actually,
Your face? It's the same as always, isn't it?
yeah.
Never mind that. You guys are probably eager for it, right? My prize, that is. Right? You guys can't live without getting the prize right now, right? That's what I thought, so I brought a prize.
Rise and shine, Ursine! Rise and shine, Ursine!
What's an air sign? My, forgetting your catchphrase is like this. The kiss of death for a mascot, you know? Because I'm a mascot, get it?
Not that!
That wasn't even a joke. There was no setup, no punchline, no nothing. By the way, who is this pink stuffed pig and why is she talking to me?
Monotaro's head is busted! One solid whack should make him remember!
Ouch! Where am I? Where's Kaoru?
What? Your character's completely different now!
Pops, my family, and you. Thank you for loving me!
Come on! Remember already!
They're so
They're so adorably fascinating. I could watch them forever.
No.
I've had about enough of them.
Hey,
Give us some lovin' too. I want my reward already. When did you get so friendly with Monokuma, Kokichi?
now then.
Okay. The prize this time is...
Ta-da! The legendary Levy Stone, the priceless Octo Brush, and a card key, which just so happens to be the motive too.
Motive?
Hey!
Did you say motive?
Yeah.
This mysterious card key is your next motive.
How nice!
The classic carrot and stick approach. No one can work a carrot or a stick like Daddy.
Aww.
Screw your carrot and your stick. Give me whips and chains all the way.
You know,
A card key is the motive? What does that even mean? So, the new area you can open with this card key, is that where the real motive is? That's a secret! Why don't you use it if you're so curious?
Please wait.
No, we shouldn't. If we want to prevent another murder from happening. Yoink! I'll take that card key then. Kokichi used his life body to his advantage and took the card key from Monokuma.
No can do that.
But Monokuma's motive? What if another murder happened? I wouldn't mind that at all, you know?
Huh?
What?
Because...
Because this is the killing game and we're all players, plain and simple. Why wouldn't the players play the game?
don't screw around.
Quit screwing around and just give it to us.
No way.
No thanks. See ya.
That's enough.
What? Hey, wait up! I have a feeling that card key is to the Love Hotel. Kokichi ran out of the dining hall, pursued by Kaito. Running in the halls isn't normally allowed, but I suppose boys will be boys. Also, I forgot to mention this, but I've hidden another flashback light somewhere. I wonder what memories you'll uncover next. Happy hunting!
So long. Farewell.
They didn't leave.
Yeah?
What's so long farewell mean? You forgot that too? Come on, let's go.
So long. Farewell. Wait.
What should we do? Kokichi and Kaito are gone.
I'm worried.
We cannot leave Kokichi alone with that card key motive.
But
Aren't you curious about the flashback light too?
That's true.
Perhaps we should all search together and look for Kokichi as well.
Well,
That's a good idea, but let's look for Kokichi while you focus on the search.
logical.
Right now we need your skills as a detective, Shuichi.
Then...
In that case, let me hold on to that, and I'll look around again. Shuichi's grown up. He's become so reliable. Now that you're so respectable, I'll let you pet me when you want, if you want. I see, so Shuichi gets that honor. Shuichi is so amazing, going to want to be useful to everyone.
It's okay.
When the time comes, we'll use your body as a meat shield. Going to hope that time comes soon.
No.
You should hope that doesn't come. Where to begin? I'll search for the place to use these mysterious items. So we got a paintbrush and a stone. Well, first things first, let's check this door. Nope. Okay. Stone and a paintbrush. I'm assuming the paintbrush will go in Angie's room. Somewhere. So let's go upstairs. If not, then I'll just look at the map. Oops. Bring it around town. Probably only have like 30 minutes left, so we better find it quickly. Over here. Hey, this area's, oh! Paintbrush. Octobrush or whatever. The heck? Whoa. So am I exploring this place alone? A staircase. It seems you can go upstairs from here. The 5th floor, huh? How many floors does this school have? Let's see, what's on the 5th floor? Oh, well, you're up here.
Hey!
This has a completely different feel from the 4th floor.
Huh?
That door over there is just plain suspicious. Could it be... door? This one? I have a sneaking suspicion. I should check inside. Yep. This is amazing. It's like an event venue. Must mean that this is the ultimate cosplayer's lab. Even with all these materials and tools, if it's by myself... See, cosplay is no fun to do with others, right?
Yeah.
There's no point in doing it by myself.
Do you want to
Hey
try?
Shuichi, do you want to give it a try? Come on, try cosplaying with me.
Huh?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's just plain fun to become fictional characters. To become a completely different person and feel like you're part of a different world.
Right, right?
Doesn't that sound interesting? Don't you want to live in a fictional world? But I'm investigating right now.
All right.
Then let's do it later. Let me know when you feel up to it. I'll let you become your favorite character, whether it's from an anime, manga, or game.
You can't.
Even if you're just trying it out, you gotta cosplay with love.
Okay.
Right. I recognize that area. This is for a photo shoot set? A bunch of backdrops here. This is an incredible setup. There's really no point for me to stand there. There's a giant hallway. Who's this lead? Who's this? Is that Matt? Is that mine?
Weirdo.
There's an angel statue and a demon statue next to the stairs. Those don't chapels usually have those? Yeah. This place makes you feel like there is no god, but then there's this. Is that a coincidence or just Monokuma's sense of humor? The store certainly matches the atmosphere of the floor. Doesn't look like it'll open. I'm supposed to leave it here for now. Is this me? My ultimate detective? Whose lab?
Right.
I'm assuming this is mine. Yep.
Huh?
What is this?
That's true.
This looks like your research lab.
Okay.
It is, right?
Well,
Let's see what's in here, but I'm getting a bad feeling from this place. A bad feeling? Bottles line the shelves behind the glass door. Are these?
got a minute?
It looks like poison.
I knew it.
So you think so too, huh?
That's true.
There's no way that it can be normal medicine in the ultimate detective's lab. She opened the cabinet glass door and peered inside. I know what some of these are. They're definitely poison.
Then?
In that case, we should try to dispose of them. We don't want anyone accidentally.
What's the point?
Even if we get rid of them, Monokuma would just replace them. So it's useless doing that. It would only be a temporary solution. A temporary solution. She wants to make sure no one will ever use them.
By the way,
I'm surprised they have so many here. There's poison for instantaneous death, as well as ones that can inflict various symptoms. Depending on how you use them, you can set up different gimmicks.
But
This doesn't feel like an ultimate detective's lab, more like a criminal's lab.
I see.
It's a fine line when it comes to knowing everything about crimes. I suppose that's right. There's a fine line between criminal and detective. There are a bunch of files lined up. It looks to be about 50 of them. What are these files for? Picked one at random and flipped through it. Ah! It contained photographs of murder scenes and the tricks the culprit used.
Huh?
What is this? I hurriedly looked through the other files and found they were all similar.
You don't know?
It's a file containing all the tricks used for murders.
That's...
It appears so.
Well,
Did this incident really happen?
No.
I can't be sure, but there are pictures of the scene. And all these cases seem feasible. Feasible, huh? Then this would make a good guideline for anyone who wants to commit a murder.
I'm kidding.
Well, I doubt anyone's that's stupid to use a file that's accessible to everyone. Maki picked up a file at random and started flipping through it.
Got a minute?
This file doesn't have any photographs. It's just drawn illustrations, but...
Huh?
Illustrations? Maki began pulling files one after another off the shelf.
Okay.
The newer files have photographs, but the older ones have illustrations? But why? Are the old ones just fictional? The first few files have only illustrations, but the others have photographs. Is there a reason for that? I've investigated all the places that concern me. Everything here has to do with death.
Because...
Well, that's your job as a detective, especially in this killing game.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. The only time I can use my detective talent is after someone dies. A detective can't save anyone. I'm only useful after it's already too late.
Do you want to die?
Why are you so upset all of a sudden? Do you want to die? You'd kill me just for that?
That's right.
Nah, I understand why Maki Roll would say that. Your face looked pretty gloomy.
Kaito!
With a face as gloomy as that, I can't believe you're my sidekick.
Keep your chin up.
Be more proud of yourself, Shuichi. Everything you've done up till now is amazing.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's true.
That's why you should be careful.
Huh?
What do you mean?
You don't know?
Because of how well you did in the class trials, future culprits have their eyes on you. The next culprit might come after you.
Huh?
Come after me?
Don't worry about it.
You don't need to worry about that. I won't let anyone mess with my sidekick.
Leave it to me.
I'm gonna protect both of you. It's a hero's job to protect his sidekicks.
I don't understand.
What if I end up as a future culprit?
Huh?
Are you stupid? That's impossible.
Ew.
Can you believe in people so easily?
I believe in you.
Didn't I tell you before? I believe in people I want to believe in. And if they betray me, it just means I made a bad call believing in them. Of course, you're one of the people I want to believe in, Makiro.
By the way,
Why are you even here? Did you finish playing tag with Kokichi?
Jeez.
I lost track of him. I can't find that guy anywhere. Couldn't find him, but he still has the motive keycard, right?
Ah.
He should still have it. There's a chance that Kokichi could have the key card and gone somewhere.
Yeah,
Well, he ended up getting away, but look what I found.
got it.
It's the flashback light.
Ah,
You found one.
of course.
I'm worried about Kokichi, but I think we should deal with this first. So let's all gather in the dining hall.
What?
I'm coming too.
Ah,
Wait a minute. There are other places I want to check first. Can I meet up with you later?
huh?
Yeah, then go on ahead. Then I'll go on ahead to the dining hall.
Well,
You're not going to check this place first?
I believe in you.
I'll let Shuichi handle it. You got this, right, Shuichi? Yeah, right.
Huh.
Then once you're done, come to the dining hall.
you.
You didn't even complain. You seriously are his sidekick now. Can't even argue with that. Would you like to leave? Yeah. I sure would like to leave. Please, game, let me leave. And then, ooh, a levitation stone? Okay, guess in the courtyard. I can't teleport there though for some reason. I was able to teleport before, right? Why can't I teleport? Let's just go to the first floor. Though I teleported the back end of the school. Run, Kokichi, run! Even less grass than last time. There's still maintenance going on.
Hey!
So what's the deal with this place anyway? What kind of facility was it before? Are they renovating an old facility? Perhaps constructing a new building?
Hmm?
At the start, Monokuma said that they were supposed to be facilities for us.
Fuck all y'all!
That's obviously a lie. That plush bear is stuffed with lies and shit.
Well,
It's hard to imagine they built this entire facility just for us.
that's right.
I also think Monokuma was lying. He is an exceptionally deceitful being. Being? Well, he's a robot, isn't he?
That's robophobic.
Shuichi, have you been robophobe? Have you been a robophobe this entire time?
No.
No, that's not what I meant. But when we finally learn what this Ultimate Academy really is, why does it exist? Is it really just a place for us to have a killing game? Okay. Guess there.
Hey!
Show yourself! Where are you hiding? Come talk to Gonta! Gonta? Are you looking for Kokichi? No, not Kokichi.
Bugs are...
Going to see Tiny Bug. No mistake this time. It definitely fly by Gonta's eyes.
Hey, Bugs!
Come out again! Gonta just wanna talk! It's Tiny Bugs again. Gonta's been talking about them for a while. I'm sure he's interested as the ultimate entomologist. But the memory of the insect meet and greet is still raw. She's staring at Tenko's lab. I should leave her alone.
Hey, Shuichi.
What is it, Shuichi? Don't stare at me so much. Or I'll become an even more beautiful. I see. Is she embarrassed? About something she said herself?
You.
Did it look like I was blushing?
Huh?
What?
You're right.
Before, no one could tell that I was blushing, right? That's right, I remember. It's becoming more and more beautiful, just like me. Really? You just made Himiko angry. Someone like you wouldn't know this, but this is Himiko when she's mad. No, I was just blushing. What? From your own compliment?
Okay.
Yeah, you looked a little embarrassed just now. Okay, then I'll keep at it. Himiko is really trying to change. Alright, what are you two doing over here? It sure is quieter now that no one's yapping a two of this, a two of that anymore. I knew that fucking midget was running a goddamn cult. I mean, if it really was a god, he'd obviously make me, the gorgeous girl genius, his chosen one. That kooky fucking bitch. Rude. We haven't come across Kokichi at all. I wonder where he could have gone.
I knew it.
If he's not in the courtyard, is he somewhere else? Is he inside somewhere?
Yeah.
You're probably right. But apparently Kokichi is quite good at hide and seek. If he's serious about hiding from us, finding him may prove to be quite troublesome. Troublesome?
What is it?
Why do you look so surprised? No, it's nothing.
How about this?
Please tell me. You don't need to hesitate after all. We're friends.
Then...
Well, I just thought perhaps a robot could find a human.
That's robophobic.
Shuichi, you're not even trying to hide your robophobia anymore. What, really? Anyway, Shuichi, that black object over there looks suspicious, doesn't it? The one with the red border? What? This? Oh. Like what? Excuse me? Is this the Ultimate Robots Lab? The buildings just combined! What did you do to my lab? It's going super... Jesus Christ. I'm assuming this is the Ultimate Robots Lab. I'm positive this strange building is an Ultimate Lab. From the machine and the sci-fi feel, I deduce this is Kibo's lab.
Alright.
I'll check inside. Yep. Looks like a maintenance room for a robot. There are machine parts everywhere.
I knew it.
This is definitely Kibo's lab. Whose lab is this?
Huh?
Isn't it yours?
No way!
I don't want this. I don't like this sort of sci-fi technology. Can we leave now?
Is that alright?
But I imagine that a lot of things in here would really help you out. You should take a look. I do not want to be assisted by sci-fi technology. We shouldn't rely on the power of sci-fi for anything. Wouldn't that include you, Kibo?
That's right.
I would prefer a more Japanese theme, since I like that food the most.
Unfortunately.
Even though I can only stare at it. So how could you prefer the food? At the very least, I like some kimonos in my lab and a porch with wind chimes.
Okay.
That would be nice. It doesn't seem like Kibo is going to use this lab. Well, he's free to do as he pleases. Nothing I can do about it. I finished investigating all the items this time. Kaito should be waiting in the dining hall. I should gather everyone there. I spoke with everyone and told them to gather at the dining hall. After a time, everyone had gathered in the dining hall.
All right.
Looks like everyone's here. Let's get started.
Oh.
What about Kokichi?
Ugh.
Forget about him. It's his fault he's messing around like that. Guess it must be a real pro at hide and seek.
With my magic.
I magically looked all over the school, but he was nowhere to be found.
What?
Magically? No one can find him, huh?
Hey.
He might have used the motive's key card to enter a place that we aren't aware of. Do you think that's where the real motive is being kept? Either way, it's worrisome. Next time I see him, I'm just gonna catch him and ask. Let's try out this flashback light. I'm still uneasy about these flashback lights. Are they really okay to use?
No.
Well, if we don't use them, our memories will never come back, you know?
Right.
So we got no choice but to use it. The memory we'll get from this will be our only clue.
Seriously?
I agree with fish sticks over there.
What did you say?
How are you calling a chunk of breaded fish? For someone who looks so like canned tuna, he makes some pretty good comebacks. Where have you been? Who are you calling a wad of shredded fish?
What was that?
Kokichi? I knew you'd find us here, but only because it's you.
You got me!
Thanks for the compliment. So why are all my merry friends gathered here?
Is that all right?
First things first, what did you do with that keycard?
Ah.
So you're worried about that? Well, relax. Unfortunately, I couldn't use the keycard.
Huh?
You couldn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea where to use it, so I just gave up instead.
But
You don't seem to be too disappointed about not being able to use it. I am disappointed, damn it. I wanted to use the card key. I smell another freaking lie.
Cut it out.
Whatever. Talking to him's a waste of time.
You know...
We've got more important things to do.
Ah.
The flashback light. Let me see that. Kaito doesn't have the balls to turn on the switch. Of course I do. Edged on by Kokichi, Kaito thumbed the switch hard. And once again, the world warped. Nani desu ka? The scenes that flew by inside my consciousness, and what it all means. All at once I remembered. The meteorites! What happened with the meteorites? I remember! TV news and internet talking non-stop about those meteorites.
What was that?
There was a bunch of damage where I lived. People said it was only a matter of time.
Okay.
Our researchers said that, too. Similar meteorite impacts happened millions of years ago. All living organisms on Earth were annihilated.
So...
There were also a bunch of weird groups that started to show up in the streets.
As the meteorites got worse, more people started saying it was the end of the world.
Going to hear that too. Unless someone does something, world will end.
Those people were always handing out flyers on street corners.
I saw flyers all over the city too. They said, mankind deserves damnation.
Mankind deserves damnation. I remember seeing those posters, but...
Hold on!
And the meteorites! What ended up happening with the meteorites?
That's...
We haven't seen any since we got here. Maybe they died down.
What?
Then what happened to that plan? The one to save the world from the meteorites?
Could it be?
Right, I just remembered that. It was called the Gopher Project, right? It was the plan that all the countries of the world came up with to save humanity.
But...
I remember that too, but the Gopher Project. Didn't it fail?
What?
Is that true?
That's true.
That's what I heard too, but why can't I remember why?
What's that mean?
So, we can't remember anything past that again.
okay.
I can't either. I don't remember anything about the Gopher... Mankind deserves damnation.
Huh?
Mew? Mankind deserves damnation. Fuck that.
The fuck's going on?
We're already damned here. Being stuck in here with you losers is the worst hell there is.
You.
The you losers part wasn't necessary. Shut up. I'm tired of this. Let's get out of here. Let us out. Come on, don't leave us in here. Pull us out.
Seems like...
She seems really upset.
What happened?
Mew, calm down. It's okay. Gonta will protect you. In the end, the flashback light didn't help. It didn't connect the other memories. The ultimate hunt that was after us. The joint funeral. The meteorites, the cult organization, the Gopher Project. How are they all connected? How do they relate to the Ultimate Academy? And what happened with those meteorites? Did they just stop?
Shuichi!
It'll be okay, Shuichi. Just a little more.
Huh?
See?
We probably need one more. Everything will start to connect after we remember one more thing. One more thing. What is Kokichi? But I don't think I'd be surprised by the outcome of this situation. Like, if we were actually all dead and this was the afterlife.
Huh?
The afterlife?
Always
Why you?
around.
Quit saying stupid crap like that. It's not stupid. If meteorites can happen, then anything else can happen too.
Because?
Come on, you're an astronaut, aren't you? Space is full of mysteries that we can't even fathom.
Well, you know.
That's why, if the meteorites really did fall on us, anything could have happened. A mysterious virus could have spread, or some weird technology. Or even an unknown substance brought the Earth that could be bent time and space. That's like science fiction. I thought our theme was magic. That's just your theme, Himiko.
Seriously? Come on!
That's just stupid. It's like the setting for some third-rate anime or game. Do you think I'm making this up? But then how would you explain the flashback light, the exosols, and even Monokuma? We may be used to it now, but that kind of stuff goes against common sense, you know? Which means it wouldn't be too far-fetched if any of the things I mentioned actually happened.
Shut up!
First off, I'm the only one here who gets to talk about space.
My bad.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, my bad.
What did I do?
Whatever. Just hurry up so I can get out of here.
Wait.
Stop. You shouldn't think like that about getting out of here. Everyone seems very tired. We should probably disperse for the time being. You finally learned to read the air. Nice job, robot.
I'll commit that to my memory
I'm
bank.
learning every day.
Hey!
Before we go, going to put manhole cover back how it was.
Cause Gonta, gentlemen.
If we want to challenge underground again, this time Gonta definitely.
You're so
No
dumb.
one's dumb enough to challenge that dump again.
Shut up!
Don't look down on hard work.
Yeah.
You've really changed, is what I'd like to say, but working hard at escaping from there is pointless.
I thought.
Well, no matter how much you've changed, of course you'd think that. We can't keep going on like this. We need to find a way out. I need to solve all the mysteries. After our conversations, we returned to the rooms. We returned to our rooms.
It's no use.
Damn it, I don't understand. What is going on here? But I can't give up. I need to keep my promise to Kaede. I need to find the truth. What's happening to us? Why we're forced to play this killing game? Anyway, I've still got some time today. I can't I can't stay still. Not now. Alright, this is where I'm going to end this episode here. Tomorrow we will go through free time and then maybe get to another investigation and then trial. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next stream, and take care.